Hey, good afternoon traders, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Alphabet, otherwise known as Google. Ticker symbol is GOOGL. And I want to show you kind of what I'm seeing in the charts. And I want to start by showing you this zoomed out view that clearly shows we're inside this parallel for the last several years. You can see we hit the top end here, bottom end here, hit the top end on the pre-tariff news, and then we sold through it on the tariff scare all the way through the median line, did not get down to the bottom of it, and ever since then we've been recovering quite nicely and just going up and to the right. So where do we find ourselves today? Well, we find ourselves in some nice bullish consolidation, right? So let me turn this on and show you what I'm talking about here. So you can see clearly we have this bullish consolidation in this zone here, and you might ask, well, why is this kind of happening here? If you look to the left, you have all of this supply, right? So this is a supply zone, and you can see we're hitting our head kind of right at the top end of it, not entirely, but right kind of in the a little ahead of the median of this demand zone on the left. You can see we're kind of here, and what's nice about this is you have this bullish consolidation over the last several, actually a week and a half, 2 weeks almost, and you had this kind of bear trap here, and then the next day you had a really nice push, continuation up, and then now we're consolidating in the top portion of this. So what could happen from here? Well, I think it can, hopefully if we stay in this top portion, we would see probably a breakout, and you want to be kind of safe with this. I do think it'll break out, and I think we'll have the opportunity to retrace this, and then I think we go higher from there if this kind of plays out this way. Why do I think it's going to stop right here? Well, you have this area at the top of this other demand zone to the left, and you can see these wicks here where it kind of rejected, came back tested, gapped up, and then boom, gap down. So I do think if we get through this, we will have a chance to buy this on the retrace, and that would be the ideal entry point once we get above this 196 kind of area. And it looks like in the after hours we might already be doing that. No, not quite yet. So yeah, we want to definitely get above this and wait for that pop out of it. Wait for this kind of high area. See if we get that sell off. And then that retrace right there would be an ideal entry. And you can have a tight stop loss if you so choose, or you can give it a little more breathing room down to the median line or even down below, depending on how much room you really kind of want to give it. The alternative is we could put on a couple other demand zones and show you some additional areas. So clearly this is a demand zone down below. So as we went into it, here, right, we had the accumulation and then the pop back up. So we've already tested this demand zone once. And you can see it's a demand zone by all of these lows over here. So that would also be a great entry, right? If we don't pop out of here and we kind of consolidate a little bit more, another idea would be to enter down in this lower region, putting your stop loss down below this. If you wanted to give it more room and you want to dollar cost average or enter here, and possibly if we have to get a little bit lower, you're considering adding here. This is also a demand zone. You can see the lows here, here, and once that flipped, obviously once we got through it, it turns into a demand zone. So those would be the additional areas in which you'd have support, but ideally, we'd like to see this just kind of pop out, and then that's the perfect entry in this kind of bullish scenario and bullish market that it appears we are still in. We're not getting these sell-offs yet. And then, as you can see, RSI is not at oversold, so we have plenty of room to run. So the primary pathing for me would be this. Secondary pathing would be something like this. And then we go. And then the third pathing that I could see potentially happening is something like this, and then we go. Assuming we're going to stay bullish in this market, right? That would be the third path. But this is my primary. Here's my secondary. Here's my third. As a trader, guys, you guys always have to have contingency plans. contingency ideas, know where the support is. Obviously, we know in this case where the resistance is, but where's the support should the trade go against you, and how can you manage this position? So that's what I have for you on Google, guys. If you like the TA today, then please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, tick that little bell. You'll get these alerts in real time as they happen in the market. And as always, I'll remind you, there's no financial advice given, only educational analysis, and to show you what I'm personally doing with my trading portfolio. And on that note, I will be waiting for, well, I actually have a couple leap calls on this, but for new entries, I'm going to be waiting for this kind of breakout. That's my primary. So there you have it, guys. Good luck, and I hope everybody's making a lot of money in this incredible market. We're getting so many opportunities, and yeah, cheers, guys. Have a good one.